Hello and welcome to Standards Watch, a digital bulletin by the Bureau of Indian Standards. I am your host Sudhanshu Rai. In an era of global competition, ease of doing business acts as a bridge between government policies and economic development of the nation. It strengthens innovation and empowers stakeholders to shape the future. This is where the Bureau of Indian Standards plays a significant role by supporting ease of doing business through various measures. BIS is transforming itself into a facilitator for the industry. Let's understand this in detail, but before that, let's have a look at the highlights.
BIS convened its 10th Governing Council meeting at Manak Bhavan, New Delhi. The meeting was chaired by Shri Pralhad Joshi, Honorable Union Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution and New and Renewable Energy. Shri B.L. Verma, Honorable Minister of State, Department of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Shri Bhola Singh, Honorable Member of Lok Sabha, Dr. Lakshmikant Bajpayee, Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha, Srimati Nidhi Khare, Secretary, Department of Consumer Affairs, along with other senior officials attended the event. Honorable Union Minister applauded BIS for its dedicated commitment to product certification, quality assurance and conformity assessment. The first meeting of BRICS national standard bodies on the proposed MOU on cooperation in the field of standardization was held virtually on 28th April under the chairmanship of DG BIS Shri Sanjay Garg. During the meeting, BRICS member countries shared perspectives for shaping a robust and mutually beneficial framework for collaboration in the field of standardization. In an effort to strengthen the quality ecosystem, BIS has expanded the mandatory gold hallmarking scheme to 5 more districts. This expansion brings the total to 385 districts across India, further strengthening consumer protection and the enforcement of quality standards. An insightful industry meet for MSME fly ash bricks and paver blocks manufacturers was organized by the Patna branch office on 29th April. Over 50 stakeholders participated. Manufacturers were motivated to obtain BIS certification and licenses for quality production. The Delhi branch office organized an industry interaction and awareness program for standards and certification on 4th May. The event witnessed active participation from industry representatives, government officials and stakeholders. BIS's commitment to promoting quality, safety and standardization was reinforced. An awareness and standardization program was organized by BIS at the National Institute of Technology, Mizoram on 5th May. It was aimed at creating awareness among students, faculty members and research scholars regarding the importance of standardization and the activities of BIS. BIS Bengaluru branch office conducted a search and seizure operation on 5th May at Cell Bright Digital. During the operation, 519 numbers of lapel microphones valued at 42 lakh rupees were seized. Similarly, the Coimbatore branch office raided Salai MS Jewelers. 654 grams of gold jewellery worth approximately 92 lakh rupees was seized without the mandatory HUID number. Chennai branch office carried an enforcement drive on 6th May at 3 establishments. They were found to be storing and selling toys and related products without the mandatory ISI mark.
In a global market where quality is paramount, BIS is transforming into a strategic facilitator for the vision of a Viksit Bharat. Besides setting Indian standards for maintaining a quality ecosystem and protecting consumer safety, BIS is also hand-holding the businesses by the measures and reforms, making compliance simpler and faster, turning quality into a competitive strength for industries and businesses. Let us learn this through our feature story.
In the era of global supply chain competitiveness, where there is an abundance of choices available for products, services and processes, quality becomes a significant aspect for consumers and businesses. In the Indian context, the Constitution of India ensures the right to quality of life under Article 21 that guarantees safety, health and well-being for all the citizens of India. To ensure quality, consumer safety, health, environmental sustainability and access to trusted products and services, the Bureau of Indian Standards has been established as the national standards body of India to develop rigorous standards as benchmarks of quality. These standards are not only technical documents but are the instruments to provide quality of life to the citizens of India while also supporting innovation and building confidence in markets. Standards also act as a powerful tool for ease of doing business by transforming regulation from a hurdle into a facilitator. To meet these standards, compliance needs to be simpler, faster and more predictable. It helps businesses gain easy access to markets, reduces compliance costs and streamlines complex operations, helping Indian goods and services gain trusted acceptance in the global markets. Recognizing this, BIS has introduced various measures and reforms for industrial growth and development. BIS has digitized the certification processes with no human intervention for easy and fast operations for ease of doing business. It has extended certification validity for businesses to 5 years, reducing the frequency of documentation and administrative processes that manufacturers previously had to undertake every year. Additionally, BIS has lowered the physical barriers to entry. Manufacturers can now utilize shared testing facilities or accredited third-party labs. This removes heavy capital costs, allowing innovation to flourish without massive upfront spending. BIS has shifted focus from factory surveillance to market surveillance. Frequency of factory surveillance has been reduced from once per year to once in 5 years. This reduction in factory surveillance frequency will significantly benefit the compliant manufacturers. For MSMEs and startups, BIS has introduced fee concessions in the minimum marking fee, 20% for medium scale, 50% for small scale and 80% for micro scale and startup enterprises, and additional 10% for women entrepreneurs and northeast areas. The result of this transformation are already evident with over 10,000 domestic certifications granted last year. Through a simplified procedure, 95% of these applications were cleared within 30 days. By making compliance faster, cheaper and more predictable, the Bureau of Indian Standards is providing businesses a competitive advantage. Through these initiatives, BIS is empowering businesses as a facilitator, reducing compliance burdens and enhancing the global competitiveness of Made in India products. BIS, strengthening stakeholders for a Viksit Bharat.
As you just saw how BIS is transforming India by strengthening ease of doing business through Indian standards, let us understand this perspective from the Deputy Director General Certification, BIS, Shri HJS Pasricha, in our segment Standards Talk.
Namaskar. We are joined by Mr. Pasricha, who is Deputy Director General for Certification at the Bureau of Indian Standards. Tell us the differentiation. How do you balance between the consumer protection when it comes to quality standards and the industry growth? How do you balance that?
Whenever there is going to come a standard for a product, it is a win-win situation for both for the consumer. Consumer is sure that this product is getting manufactured as per this standard and this is the output I am getting a quality and safe product. Manufacturer, through this standard, he gets an image enhancement that okay, they are all producing a standardized good. This not only gives their enhancement in their image, but as a country also the image is enhanced. In this product category, The India produces all their product as per this relevant standard, which many times is aligned with the international standards. I'll give you example. 5 years back in 2021, toys QCO was implemented in India. Before that, there was a survey done by a body other than BIS, QCI, in which 66% of the samples failed in safety requirements as per the standards. Toys, which are for our kids, children. And then QCO was brought by the DPIIT. We implemented it. And now the compliance rate is more than 90%. We implemented the standards which are international standards, ISO standards, IEC standards adopted in India. Those have been implemented. So this is the benefit to the consumer. They are getting the compliant product. The benefit to the industry, we were a net importer of toys prior to that. Now we are a net exporter of toys as a country. So it is a win-win situation for both once you implement standards.
Besides the standards, BIS is also working on making it easier for businesses to comply with procedures and all. Can you explain to us what BIS is doing for making it easier, the ease of doing business?
Primarily, the objective is that the consumer gets a quality product, safe product. Now, the thing is, for manufacturers to take, industry to take certification, we have to have procedures and systems in place where they are not at discomfort. So when this movement started, we started on this journey of evolving our whole process re-engineering and making simplification for the industry. We started with, in 2018-19, we started with our complete digitization of our portal, that all the processing is done only digitally through the portal. No extra communication is done with the manufacturer. It's all transparent. Whenever he applies, he has a dashboard to see the status, what is the progress of his application. And then we made strict timelines for our branches to follow. We made a simplified procedure for the domestic industry, where if they follow that, the certification can be granted within 30 days. And I am happy to share that in the last 4 to 5 years, our compliance rate with this simplified procedure of 30 days is more than 95%.
Wow. So there's no inspector Raj, that you just have to, someone has to just log on to your portal.
They apply, we do all kinds, we do our inspection, but it has to be done in a timely manner. That is ensured through this portal and through the monitoring mechanism we have placed. And then later, we again in 2023, we gave concessions for the MSME industry. To the micro sector, we have given 80% in our fees, annual fees. To the small scale sector, we have given 50%. And the medium scale, we have given 20%. And even startups, we have given 80%. Plus, there is an additional concession to 10% to women entrepreneurs and to units in the Northeast. So that was valid up to 2026. Now we have extended it to another 3 years to 29.
So what's the philosophy behind this extension? Why did you do that? Why was the need felt for doing this?
Purpose is that the MSME are promoted. They don't feel a burden of that they are getting financially burdened because of this certification. Our objective is to make the cost recovery, which since large scale sector is also coming, so we are able to recover our charges from large scale primarily. So we are subsidizing the micro and small scale sector through that.
So how does certification actually help? You mentioned about MSME startups. How does certification actually help them promote their businesses?
So I think this is the biggest help is to the small scale and the micro scale sector. I'll give you an example like toy. A multinational is also making and selling a toy, a small company. Now both claim that they are making as per the same relevant standard, which is aligned with the ISO standard, international standard. So that gives them a equal footing in the market. Their product complies to the same standards to which a multinational company's product is complying.
As part of the ease of doing business, BIS has moved from factory surveillance to risk-based surveillance. What prompted it, and how is it helping the industry?
So recently, we have taken 2 or 3 more steps to enhance ease of doing business. One is, earlier our period of grant of license was 1 to 2 years, and renewal was again. Normally, people used to take 1 year only, because if they have to take 5-year renewal, they have to pay the fees. Now we have enhanced the period to 5 years for grant as well as renewal, wherever the payment of fees will be on annual basis only.
Okay.
So that is one. Second is, we had moved about 3 years back to risk-based surveillance. Risk-based surveillance means the compliant manufacturers will be facing less surveillance, non-compliant will be facing more surveillance.
So they are categorized into risk categories.
Risk categorization.
Right.
So now further we have tried to do is, even in this risk categorization, our focus will be more on market surveillance rather than on factory surveillance. Again, so that the kind of terminology we use in government, that inspector Raj is minimized.
Right.
There is minimum interaction between the industry and our team who goes for the inspection. So that is the objective. That is why we are moving to a mechanism of preferably market surveillance, because there we buy the sample actually from the market as a consumer and then get it tested.
So
If that is a compliant sample, we feel that this manufacturer is producing right quality goods.
So the BIS team would be on their own violation, not not prompted by the industry. Go pick up a product, test it on their own, and then
This is a proactive measure we take. We buy it from the market and get it tested in the labs. And once we get the report, if it is compliant, it is fine. If the report is non-compliant, we go back to the manufacturer that this is a non-compliance. We give him opportunities, 1 or 2 opportunities for improvement. But if a manufacturer over a period of time is not improving, we have the punitive actions. We can suspend his license.
Okay.
We can even cancel his license.
Finally, what is the message that you are wanting to, what is the message that the BIS is wanting to send out to industry as well as consumers when it comes to standardization and certification? What is it that is the core philosophy that you want to convey to the industry?
So I would say 2 for each. To the industry, first thing is they need to participate actively in the standardization activity.
Right.
To make standards, they need to participate actively. Come forward, because it's all a voluntary participation. That is number 1. Second is, once a standard is there, start implementing that standard on your own without anybody or government asking you to implement. I think there is nothing better than that. For the consumer, number 1 is, he should be a consumer who should know what is I'm going to purchase, whether it is mandatory or even if it is voluntary certification, whether a certified product is available. He should have this information all from BIS Care app. We have our programs across our branches all across India. They keep on having engagement with the industry at various levels. For industry, we have even product specific capsule courses.
Okay.
Where for micro and small it is free of cost. They just have to reach the venue.
Okay.
Rest all is taken care by BIS.
Thank you very much for talking to us. It was a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is now time for our special segment where we will explore the latest efforts and technical committee highlights to understand how BIS is continuously evolving and formulating new standards as per the growing needs of the society. Let's watch Standards in Making.
In a historic move, for the first time in India, BIS organized the 35th plenary and working group meetings of the ISO TC20 SC14 for Space Systems and Operations Subcommittee of ISO. Srimati Nidhi Khare, Secretary, Department of Consumer Affairs, DG BIS Shri Sanjay Garg, Dr. Pawan Goenka, Chairman of IN Space, among others, graced the event. Over 100 international delegates from 13 countries representing national standards bodies, experts from ISRO and international space agencies and academia participated. It focused on the development of standards for the entire life cycle of space systems, including mission safety, interoperability and debris mitigation. The Medical Equipment and Hospital Planning Department of BIS organized the 23rd meeting of the Orthopedic Instruments, Implants and Accessories Sectional Committee on 8th May. The committee reviewed the progress of standards development activities and discussed strengthening stakeholder participation in panel activities. Enhanced expert participation in ISO activities to strengthen India's representation in international standardization, contribute technical expertise effectively, and increase BIS participation in ISO TC 150 activities related to orthopedic instruments and implants. Various industry representatives, regulatory bodies, academia and healthcare participated in the event.
With that, we wrap up this edition of Standards Watch. But before we leave, a quick reminder, if you have any further queries, visit the BIS website www.bis.gov.in. Stay smart and stay informed. Choose quality and let standards shape a safer and stronger future. Namaskar.